On this day, 6 years ago, South Africa woke up to news that Orlando Pirates and Bafana goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa was no longer alive. Meyiwa was killed at his house, or at the house of his girlfriend, Kelly Khumalo, in Vosloorus, that's in the Ekurhuleni region. Police have yet to solve the murder, as there have been arrests now, but we're not necessarily sure in what ways these people are connected to the murder. The Meyiwa family, soccer fanatics and ordinary South Africans are still disappointed. Mnisi is in Vosloorus for us this morning as we recall the events of that fateful day. We'll also have Minenhle Hlela at SAFA House in just a moment. So, Linda, that's the community that I imagine this story means a whole lot, especially on a day like this, 6 years to the day that Senzo Meyiwa was killed. Take us through the emotions, the disappointments, and I guess the anticipations around whether or not this case will be solved.
Indeed, Ayanda, that is a mystery that is yet to be resolved by police. Previously, we've heard of arrests being made, or imminent arrests, but police later not making any arrests. We heard of the fact that, Senzo Meyiwa was killed in a robbery, but even that, over the years, has become of contestation. What exactly happened remains an issue, or, a topic where those who were inside that house are yet to, reveal. It's unclear exactly what could have led to the death of Senzo Meyiwa. We're hearing of a firearm, a weapon that was used, allegedly used in his killing, being discovered at a police station in Cleveland. So we're waiting to see, Ayanda, essentially what those investigations will reveal. But also, you remember how police were scolded for failing to crack this case. Many people asking whether, high-profile people are involved in this matter for it not to be resolved for so many years.
That's right. And Linda, of course, another name that often comes up when there's conversation around Senzo Meyiwa's death is Kelly Khumalo, and that's because of her proximity to the man at the time of his passing. I don't know, perhaps let's give us a better sense of what her positionality to this matter becomes 6 years down the line, because she's always maintained her innocence throughout this period too.
That's right, and in fact, at the time, we know that Kelly Khumalo was indeed the girlfriend of Senzo Meyiwa. They even had a child together. So in this community, they'd better know, they know exactly the kind of relationship perhaps that Senzo Meyiwa and Kelly Khumalo had. You'll remember there was a gentleman that was arrested shortly, days after, Senzo's murder, who was later released from prison, also saying that he knows Kelly Khumalo, he knows, Senzo Meyiwa, but it's unclear. He does not know exactly why he was fingered in the murder when he knows nothing about it. Kelly Khumalo has also, maintained her innocence, saying that the law should take its course. They know what exactly happened, but she is innocent in this matter. A lot of people, it's one of the things that has remained a dark cloud in her life, regardless of what she achieves. She's constantly reminded of this day because this case remains unresolved. But she's always said the police should, of course, be the ones that crack this case and arrest the suspect, because she had nothing to do with his killing.
Mnisi, thanks very much for giving us that much needed context. Linda, live to us there from Vosloorus, that's where Senzo Meyiwa's family is based. I imagine they'll have a lot to say throughout the course of this day. But let's stick with the story and take you now to Nasrec. That's where we find Minenhle Hlela. He's at SAFA House, where Orlando Pirates as well as SAFA are preparing some form of remembrance 6 years down the line since Senzo Meyiwa's passing. Minenhle, I guess, we can delve into Senzo Meyiwa, the professional now, the soccer player. How is he likely to be remembered today?
Well, morning, Ayanda, morning to the viewers. We do know that after his tragic passing, Senzo Meyiwa, who was the goalkeeper of Orlando Pirates at that time, the #1 goalkeeper, that jersey was then retired. And if you think back a couple of years ago, Leslie Manyatela, same tragedy happened, but he died obviously in a car accident, sadly. His jersey was retired. Orlando Pirates decided to do the same thing by retiring the #1 goalkeeper shirt at Orlando Pirates. Now, Senzo, during his Bafana days, he had very stiff competition against Itimluwin Kune. And if you look at it, it was always the classic Kune at Pirates, Senzo at Kune at Chiefs, Senzo at Pirates, and it was that competition. But he started to make his fold within the national team, you know, with his footprint, even being given the captain's armband to Captain Bafana a few times. So, you know, from the SAFA side, his tragedy, with the tragedy taking place, SAFA, Danny Jordan, the president, had promised that there will be a statue that will be actually put up in remembering Senzo. It's 6 years later. Sadly, Ayanda, that statue, we haven't even seen the plans just as yet. And who knows what they have in store for us. Maybe we'll know that maybe in the next few months or within the next year, that statue that was promised to football fans, Senzo's family, and the whole of South Africa would actually be put up.
Absolutely. Well, thanks very much for getting us that picture. That's our Minenhle Hlela live to us there from Nasrec, just outside SAFA House.